We sail across the Atlantic. We wind up in Portugal, in Lisbon. Go to the Azores to get, oh, we're in the Azores to get fuel. They won't give us fuel. The British stopped all, we had a Panamanian flag. All these ships, they knew who we were, the British. They were looking for us. They stopped us. And they wouldn't give us fuel. And we're walking on the dock in the Azores. And I'm walking with my buddy Abby Rosenberg and the chief engineer, Marvin Rosenberg, and Hy Braverman, the chief. I was the third assistant. And we're walking on the pier, and I say to him, "Oy vey, what are we going to do?" My Yiddish, "Oy vey." Man walks over to me, he says, "Ostiga zucht oy vey?" Did you say? I said, "Yeah." He says, "What's tis to do? What are you doing here?" He says, "It's darf man shemen." Shemen was oil. Yeah. He says, "Come at me here." He walks us in the office, stamps our papers. We load the ship with fuel, and we sail out to Lisbon. And there we outfitted the ship, the back of the ship, to hold 1,500 of our people in shelves. We leave Lisbon, we had to get out of Lisbon. In Lisbon, we had some very beautiful things happen. It was Pesach, and we wanted to make a Seder. And there's guards on the ship. So there was a British tugboat tied up next to us, and we'd walk ashore, go over the tug. They say, "Hey, Yanks, there's a Jew ship in port. We're looking for it. Would you help us find it?" We said, "We surely will." You know, it was us they were looking for. And we would, you know, it was a secret ship. It had trade winds, Panamanian flag, and we're outfitting the thing. One day the Jewish representative comes on board and says, "Get out, they caught us. My hotel room has been ransacked. So we try to leave that evening, and the anchor wouldn't come up. And I'm the engineer. I go on deck, and we start to drag the anchor. We have to go. And I see the lights going out in Lisbon. We're pulling up the electric wires in the port. True story. I finally got the anchor to come up, and the next day I had all the wires on the anchor. We had to cut them off. But anyway, we got out, and we went to Italy. And in Italy, clandestinely, I first met my displaced persons for the first time. Greatest thrill. Hand over hand by rubber boats from the shore. A Magen David on the shore, lit up with flashing lights, telling us it's safe. First night we couldn't go in. We had to get out the way. It was too wavy. It was too stormy. Or maybe they have trouble with the police or something. And they bring in these people down by truckloads from all over Europe. They're going to Palestine. And hand over hand, we bring them on the ship, and we can't speak, even though I speak Yiddish, because my English Yiddish would spook the people. They think it's a, you know, it's a trick from the British. So we just point to each one. Each one, as they come on the ship, hug you. And there's my mother, my sister, my brother, my whole family coming on. And they're in Skamen to Eretz Yisrael, and they kiss him. You know, it was a first time. We only took on, we had 750 the first night. Second night, we're out and we hear in the distance, and there's these what they call lighters. Lighters are big barges, and they're being pulled with 750 people more. It's being 1,500 or 1,450 onto the ship. We took them out, and then we're heading for Palestine.